what to do on a rainy, windy day. Well, it was pouring rain last night and this morning. I have a rest day, and tomorrow I get picked up by a float plane on Glen Lake here. So I was out collecting wood and have it out here to dry in the wind. The sun hasn't shown itself yet. People who came before left a stack of wood. I haven't split it up yet because I don't know if it's going to rain again or not. But I might be able to tap into that, and thanks for the people that left this. Now here's a fire pit. Look at that. Open at one end for feeding. It's got the big chimney rock on the sides and it's protected from wind. I will have to modify it to fit my grill in if this wood dries and if it doesn't rain again. The ceiling is lifting. But that's the way to make them. That's not much wood there. It's very hard to get wood here. It's surprising. It's either all green and vigorous and young, or it's old and rotten and soaking wet. This is sort of a post-old growth site. It's all fallen down, the first post-fire generation, and balsam fir and young balsam fir and spruce are in there thick, as well as a lot of shrubs, and so it's either old and rotten and too late, or it's alive. Nice site here for camping. It's got a nice flat tarp area. And just little tarp tip. You can rig a clothesline on the inside of your tarp if you've got the ends tensioned out. I had several things drying there. And a nice flat spot for the tent. Look at the way this tree came down. Let's go under my tarp line here. Look at the way this came down. Just imagine if you were camping here and that tree decided to come down a different way. So, what to do when you're spending time for a rest day? You're going to get picked up the next day. Well, fishing, obviously. Crazy windy, and paddling around a canoe, empty canoe, fishing out there would be a nightmare. You just couldn't hold the spot. You'd just get blown every time you cast. You'd get blown 50 yards or 100 yards easy. So, don't know what to do other than hang out, read a book, maybe collect some more wood. What I did do for collecting wood is I found these. Normally it's easy in this terrain to get lots of poles, but I had to work hard to get those, and I've stacked them so they'll stay dry, or they'll dry easy if they get wet, and the next guy can use those. It's better, if you can, it's better to store firewood for the next guy in poles than cutting it and leaving it on the ground, because it gets wet easier and stays wet longer and rots faster down here. Yep, boiling. I'm waiting on a sand beach here for my float plane pickup on day 25 of my 24-day trip. That's right, day 25. They were supposed to pick me up yesterday. I spent the most of the day pacing back and forth on this beach, and they never came because the weather, it was pretty socked in. So it's raining off and on. It's cold. This is the way it goes for bush plane pickups. It's weather dependent. I'm just hanging out on this beach here, pacing the beach and waiting. I have a sat phone, but I'm gonna wait and see when I gotta give them a chance to, look at the weather. Got some blue patches over there, got some ugly gray over there. The ceiling is pretty good. In fact, I just saw about 15 minutes ago a float plane. I think it was a beaver, I'm not sure. It sounded like a rotary piston beaver going north of me. So somebody's flying today. But what can I do? I just got to hang out here. I've got a little bit of food left. But if they don't come and get me, I've got to make camp again tonight, paddle back down the lake to the campsite, and make camp again. Waiting for the plane to come. Most beautiful sight and sound in the world is when the float plane comes. I would have filmed the landing right in front of me, but it's raining. So there he is. I gotta put the camera away because it's starting to rain hard here. Looks like I'm getting picked up.